everyone! It's finally vacation time for TeruShouEnnoTana and time to move the plot forward, so let's jump right into it, shall we? As always, special thanks to my lovely patrons, members, and all of you who still watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the uploads and check out the members only posts, now with the Confession and Jealousy series. Oh, now that's a way to travel! He squealed like a little kid getting presents, his luggage rattling behind him over the pavement as he rushed towards the already waiting train. Dasho couldn't help but smile watching his excitement, glad his plan to include a little more luxurious journey to their destination was met with his boyfriend's approval as well. He could probably just order them a driver and head into the mountains by car, but he also wanted something magical for their first vacation together. And since he overheard Terushima talking about how he wished to go by premier class on a train one day, once his finances allowed him, he saw no reason to make him wait. Hopefully this excitement will last. Oh please, as if you don't know him. Yeah, he's going to rave about the ride the whole month, mark my words. That's the best case scenario. Strong arms snug around his waist, gently tugging him in for a cheek kiss. Don't worry about him. You just fulfilled one of his dreams. And besides, we have a whole week of an awesome stay ahead of us. That's more than enough to rave about. Dasha let out a relieved breath with his words, feeling the tension he didn't even notice settling in before slowly melting away the longer Tanaka held his hand. Right, they had a hopefully great week ahead of them, all of them together and with so much stuff to do to enjoy their vacation. If they minded, they would have told him already. He had nothing to be worried about. And so he allowed himself to drop his guard a little as they joined Terushima in boarding the train, watching his boyfriends make themselves comfortable in the cushioned seats, filling him with joy. He too took a place next to Enoshita, earning himself a gentle smile. How long is the journey? About 3 hours. The train only stops in the village under a chalet, so there should be a car waiting for us to take us up there. You ordered us a lift too? Yeah. Otherwise we would have to walk about 4 kilometers uphill with luggage. It probably wouldn't be so bad in spring, but it's snowy, so I was worried someone could get hurt. He instinctively cowered a little, dread chilling through his body once again as the worry his boyfriends might think he was flexing on them with his wealth returned in full force. He didn't mean to do that at all, but maybe he was taking it too far without noticing. Maybe... Shh, it's okay, everything is fine. He snapped his eyes up, meeting with Enoshita's gentle brown eyes. Sorry, I don't want you to think I'm belittling you or... Calloused palms clasped his hand, cutting off his words. We don't think that. We are just grateful you are doing all this for us. Yeah, and if that fucker ever said something like that to you, then that's on him. Dasha paused, shiver running down his spine with the reminder of the day he found himself unable to access his finances and what followed after he asked about it. The light squeeze on his hand kept him from spiraling too deep down with his memories, but some of them still had to mirror on his face since Enoshita pulled him into a hug immediately. Don't think about anything right now, okay? Just enjoy. Look, we are moving already. He obediently looked out of the large window, already seeing the cityscape passing by rapidly. Soon, the skyscrapers and houses would be replaced by snowy fields and hills, showing them much more beautiful sights. Terushima immediately glued himself to the glass, the joyful grin brightening his face as well as the whole carriage. Tanaka's hands squeezed his one more time, The reassuring smile on his lips, together with the warm hug Enoshita still kept him in, dispersing the icy-cold remnants of the past inside of his chest. Perhaps it was because of the beautiful view from the train, the delicious snacks they got during the ride, or the very much excited chatter of his boyfriends as they neared their destination, or maybe a combination of all, that Dasha soon found himself relaxing into the seat, feeling more at peace than in the whole last year. Everything was taken care of. His boyfriends were happy and enjoying themselves, and even more importantly, they were heading away from all their worries for a few precious days. What was there not to love? He shivered as they exited onto the platform, the creeping cold biting harshly into the few bits of his exposed skin. It was much colder here than in the city, letting them know they were indeed much higher than at home. Should we wait here or go out of the station? They said the driver will come for us to the platform to help with luggage. As if on cue, a middle-aged man rushed to them from the station, bowing his head before introducing himself as their chauffeur. Soon, they were comfortably seated in the warm car while the driver loaded their luggage, rejecting any offer for help they extended. Talk about all-inclusive service, huh? I think these drivers are just used to driving around VIPs that can't be bothered to take care of their bags. He glanced around the car, running his hand over the smooth hide seats. But they sure know what luxury looks like. Dasha paused. Is it too much? No, not at all. I mean, I wouldn't spend so much on myself, but I'm the last one to complain about experiencing this once in my life. So you wouldn't spend on us if you had the opportunity? I didn't say that. It's different when you are booking a trip for someone else than just for yourself. He smiled at Aisha. Right? I suppose. I wouldn't spend that much on myself either. I don't think I even know how. A set of three brows furrowed at that statement, but before anyone could ask him to expand on it, the back door shut close and the driver announced they were ready to go. However, even though no one talked about it anymore once they hit the road up into the mountains, Dasha couldn't stop thinking about his words. The realization wasn't a scary one. Perhaps that was the reason why it was so easy to book the trip despite the price tag, which he didn't really care about in the first place, compared to when he was supposed to get something for himself. Or let anyone else spend money on him for the matter. His thoughts were interrupted by the car coming to a halt, and then the most beautiful chalet he had ever seen appeared in front of them. Pictures truly didn't do the place justice, the building itself, nor the stunning view. Terushima and Tanaka seemed to share his thoughts, judging by the lively light igniting in their eyes, and they would probably run straight into the chalet if Enoshita didn't clear his throat then. Don't you dare to run off and leave the bags to us. Everyone takes theirs. We'll go back for them. Sure. Definitely no danger from leaving your bags in snow for who knows how long, huh? Both looking like scolded pups, they obediently turned around to get their things from the pile left behind by the car. Soon they each grabbed their bags and headed to the stairs. And then Dasha froze. Wait, did anyone take mine? Tanaka stopped mid-step. Nope. Me neither. It's not here. He looked around in hopes the driver just put his bigger baggage somewhere aside, his heart speeding up when the attempt proved fruitless. I don't have it. What? Shit, did it stay in the car? I don't know. I wasn't looking when he took the stuff out. He clenched his hand on the strap of his smaller and now only bag, his breath coming out shaky. I just have this one, nothing else. Everything is in the large one. I don't have anything. It's okay. Maybe it really just stayed in the car. Or they accidentally left it at the parking lot. Do you have your phone? Wallets, mats, that stuff? Dashiell nodded, tugging on the strap. Those are here. Fine, at least some good news. He quickly shoved his bag inside a small hallway and rushed back down the stairs, carefully hugging Dashiell's shoulders. Let's go inside and give them a call. They should help us with it since it's their fault. A few minutes and 2 reconnections later, Dashiell let out a shuddered breath, ending the call. Warm hand immediately captured his, giving it a squeeze. What did they say? They'll contact the driver to check the car, and if it's not there, then they'll send someone to look for it at the station. They'll either get it back here tomorrow the latest, or pay us a compensation for lost luggage. That's surprisingly generous of them. Dashiell sighed, slumping in the armchair. They care about their image. He clenched his hands in his lap, his mind racing yet coming up blank. It was supposed to be good news that the company was so eager to help, and it was since there were only 2 places the luggage could be unless someone stole it from the parking lot in the meantime. But he looked up when Enoshita carefully freed the phone from his hand before he could crack the screen or drop it. I bet it's still sitting somewhere at the station. You'll see it's going to be here in no time. You can wear some of our stuff in the meantime. There's enough since Yuji can't pack light. Hey! 1, you have absolutely no right to charge with that giant bag of yours. And 2, now it's going to come in handy, so shush. Despite the tension gripping his chest, a soft, grateful smile curled Dashiell's lips. Thank you, he sighed. My blanket is there, and the plush penguin you got me. They'll find it, you'll see. Dashiell hoped so. Not having his things had him on edge. However, it wasn't just about the potential loss of something close to his heart. Those were gifts, things given to him by his boyfriends to help him feel comfortable and safe, infused with their love for him. He had always kept them close since he got them, turning to them in times of distress. And now they were gone, possibly lost somewhere in the chaos of the train station and left to the mercy of strangers. An apology already resting on his tongue, his voice betrayed him when Enoshita squeezed his hand. And you can tell us whenever you get uncomfortable. We'll figure something out, even without the blanket and plush. Dashiell paused, half convinced Enoshita could read his mind in that moment. And not just mind, his subconsciousness as well. In just 2 years. I know. Thank goodness at least the nightlight was in my bag. Softest of kisses landed on Dashiell's temple. Your little star is safe and sound. Thank you. Should we explore before they go? Yeah, let's. I'm curious what they have here. He didn't wait and rushed out of the cozy living room, running up the stairs to where they presumed bedrooms were located, while Tanaka got up to head to the second set of stairs leading somewhere down. Enoshita just sighed and shook his head, but his smile and the gentle look in his eyes betrayed his real thoughts. Like children. Let them. That was partially the reason I chose this one. I bet. He offered him his hand. Shall we? I saw a mysterious door on this floor as well. There's a freaking indoor pool here! They paused, and Enoshita lifted his eyebrows in surprise. A pool? Yes. It should be heated and have a view at the mountains. Huh? Alright, I am officially speechless. Who wasn't speechless was Terushima, who almost took the stairs head first with how fast he ran downstairs, the sounds leaving his mouth similar to those of exotic birds. All of which was soon replaced by an excited shout, luring a smile on Dasha's lips as well. Seems that they like it. Oh please, they'll be there day and night. You'll be lucky to see them between splashing and running outside in the snow. He still chuckled though, leaving a kiss on Dasha's cheek. Thanks for doing this for us. Like not even counting the luxury part of this, just for being with us. Let's make some awesome memories, all together. And Dasha could about melt there and then. Yeah, let's. I just hope I won't have to steal your things for too long. So what? You said it, we have more than enough spare clothes to give you. It's fine. He glanced out of the window, his face shifting to mirror the clouds gathering in the sky. Hopefully the weather will last. I don't want to test how long we can stay together before getting a cabin fever. Doesn't that happen when you are stuck with people you don't really like? Have you seen those two dumbasses when they are in full swing? Trust me, a break is needed when you are with them all day. His voice was light when he said that though, making Dasha wonder how much truth was behind those words. Although he wouldn't put it past the two either. He glanced out at the slowly gathering clouds, now covering the highest mountain peaks they could see from the chalet, chill rushing through his body. Snowfall didn't sound so bad. In fact, it could make the stay even more comfortable and cozy if they set fire in the fireplace. However, weather could be unpredictable this high up. He sent a quick prayer to the gods, who were now hopefully closer to them than ever, and followed after Enoshita to explore the remaining part of the chalet before they got the call with hopefully good news. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part 1 out of 4 actually. I thought there will be 3 parts, but it got a little long, so there are 4 parts. All of them are already written, so you don't have to wait for too long. Next part is coming out tomorrow, and the 2 last parts are coming out next week, unless something goes wrong. And we are moving the plot forward. I am very much looking forward to how this whole thing is going to go from now on. And I hope you are ready for that, because it's going to be fun. Mostly for me. If you have any requests or ideas, the request form is linked in the video description. See you next time.